Hello, 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 hello. It is your boys, the DM podcast, once again giving you that flavor in your ear. This pod, we're just gonna talk. We decided we normally record on Sundays. We decided to record on Monday. It's a holiday in Canada, and we decided to let the All Star Game festivities done, and then we could talk about the All Star Game and all the whole weekend, which I think we both have a lot to say about it. I think we both have a lot to say. We'll probably talk some NBA as well, what the future holds for some of these teams, the standings, maybe some early predictions of who we're thinking, something like that. But before we continue, guys, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And how's my boy YS doing?
You already know every day above ground.
Of course, as long as we're above ground, then we are good. So let's start off. All-Star weekend. I think for the longest time, Adam Silver, the NBA overall, they've been talking about the All-Star game needs to get better. It needs to go. We need to be more competitive. We need a bunch of things to change. All-Star weekend, the game, everything needs to change. We need it to be better. Do you think they accomplished that yesterday and Saturday?
Can I want to curse. Like I want to throw a bunch of curse words, but no, they didn't. Like here's the thing with All-Star. The game used to be the best part of All-Star weekend.
Yeah, yeah,
The
that's
other
very true.
2 days was just like when play around, kick it, have fun.
Yep,
It's definitely Saturday is the main events for All-Star weekend. It's definitely
yep.
Saturday. Like Saturday's way more entertaining than the Sunday. You see what I'm saying? And I'm gonna leave it at that for now. You see
And
what
the
I'm saying?
thing is, to even continue what you're saying, like the Saturday, you're right. The Sunday was like, oh man, everyone's gonna be playing. It's gonna be nice, whatever, whatever. But the Saturday was like the appetizer, right? It was the appetizer. Now it's become the dinner.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
when your app becomes your dinner, it changes the whole experience,
You're not full if your app is the dinner. You're not
right?
full. All right.
You're having bruschetta as your main course. Like that, you can't
Right.
have
Um,
garlic bread as your main course. You gotta have the steak.
yeah,
The steak
that's
has to be the main course.
steak and potatoes.
Right.
Steak and
And like
potatoes.
and
Trust
it's not the main course. So we can talk about Saturday first, I guess. We can do Saturday. Saturday, I think we all wish that Steph was there. It's in Steph's city. I wish Steph was doing the three-point shot. I think from what I heard that they were trying to get Sabrina and Caitlin Clark, and
me.
they
Okay.
couldn't get them. I think Caitlin Clark said no at the end. Like she's like, no, I don't want to do it. Also because she doesn't have the best three-point shooting in the league in WNBA, so it would have been weird. Why did she get it when there's other better ones who could have got it? But honestly, like it's about popularity. Like I think it would have been fun if she and Sabrina came to face Steph. I heard a Clay Thompson appearance, but I don't think Clay would ever care to do that. That man's on a boat right now with his dog,
Yeah.
chilling.
Barefoot. Yeah.
Just living his life. He doesn't care to do that. So I don't think that was gonna happen. But that would have been fun. That would definitely been fun if they would have got a Caitlin Clark or Sabrina. But the 3-point shootout, it was fun. I thought it was either Dame or what's the guy on the Warriors? Freaking Buddy Hield. I thought it
Yeah.
would be one of those two
Buddy
guys.
had a clip. The Buddy had a clip. He had the 31 early,
Yeah,
right?
that first round or whatever,
Yeah.
he was doing his thing. So I thought that would be fun. There's no point in talking about the skills competition. I really didn't watch it. Did you watch the skills competition?
I missed it still, but I just remember just CP and Wemby getting disqualified. They had a strategy though.
But
When they
what
got this,
happened? What happened? I didn't know what happened.
well, because even if you make if okay, you know how you get to the rack to shoot
Yeah,
the
yeah,
ball,
yeah.
right? And if you make one, you keep going. If you miss all three, you still keep going. They intentionally missed all three to make the time lower. They just threw the ball like right?
Oh,
And like
okay.
that, just to run through the competition, like, yo, doesn't count as attempts, and they got disqualified. I'm like, yo, I like that strategy though. It was a strategy because even if you miss all three, you still have to keep going.
Yeah, yeah. Because if you're saying that the point of the game is to go as fast as you can,
Yeah,
then they're correct. Because you
yeah,
do it regardless of
yeah.
it. So that's what because I kept seeing that Chris Paul was cheesed. Him and Wemby were pissed off. They got disqualified. I'm like, how do you get disqualified?
Yeah,
To me,
and it
just tell
was
them to do it again.
it was within the parameters, and I agree with that statement. It was in the parameters to me of the rules. Like if they were throwing the ball at the rim, it wasn't really close, but they were
Hmm.
throwing counts as an attempt,
Hmm.
right? And that's what it was.
Yeah,
I
let
like
them do it
Wemby
again.
though. I like what Wemby's bringing overall. Like he was serious there. He's serious. He's trying to block shots.
truly the MVP of this week. Like, if I never like this guy, I like him now. Like if I didn't like him, let's say this week would have made me just love the guy. He was,
I thank you. You took the words out of my. I liked him before. Now I love him. Joker. I sent you a clip.
yeah,
Joker's like, you really bring a book? He's like, I bring a book for every game. He was
yeah,
dead ass. He was dead ass.
yeah. Like
He's
he was for it. He came to play.
yes, yes.
It's
And you can
cheese.
tell that's his pregame ritual. Like any game he plays, he'll read a little bit and then. And I like
He
that. If he
really didn't
comes out in the
smile.
game,
Yeah, he really didn't smile the whole week.
love it. I
Like
love it. I
he was there.
This is
And
who we need to be the face. We don't need guys jersey swapping, hugging each other in the game. Like
yeah, like it's like
friends. Obviously, you guys mean friends, but like when you guys are too, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, he was about killing everyone, which I appreciate. Tyler Hero won the 3-point contest,
that's the
which
hero ball.
overall was good. I'm not a big fan of how they do it. I kind of like, okay, you have the first round, then the top five make it, then you have that, and then make the top two make it. Like I don't like how they go. It's the one round, then three make it, and then it's done. Whoever from the three wins. Like make it longer.
They're cutting it. I remember it used to be. This is like '90s. They had like two guys, one on the other court, half court, half court. Two guys in the '90s because it was
Really? Yeah,
like
yeah.
contestants. Yeah, yeah. And as years being, what is it like eight contestants now?
Definitely eight. Sometimes I feel like 9, 10. I think we try to get as much guys in as possible.
Like, they should have more guys, a little bit more guys, right, and more rounds. I agree with that. But still, the 3-point competition is to me always going to be the best for All Star
Right,
right
yeah, especially right now. Now the one thing I will say is that can we put like even back then, I'm surprised that like so the 3-point competition had more stars, like actual stars, than the dunk contest had. But the
now.
3-point competition back then never had stars. It had Jason Capono. Like Jason Capono was no star. He won like two, three times. He was no star. So why do you need stars here? Like respectfully, you had Cade Cunningham, who's shooting 35% this season.
Yeah, all of a sudden I'm like, he's not. He's a scorer. Like
Right. He doesn't have a clip like that. He doesn't have a true clip. Even Jalen Brunson, who's good, doesn't have a clip like that.
scorer. He's a scorer. Like the person that has the best clip and scoring is Tyler Hero. That's why he
Right.
won because he's the best
Tyler,
of both.
um, Dame, Buddy Hield. Like those are the shooters. Like to me, bring the best 3-point shooters out here. Bring like Sam Morril from the Cavs. Like bring him. Bring a Max Strus. Like bring Mans who
What
can
happened to Pritchard? Pritchard's a little heater.
right. You know what I'm saying? Bring Mans like that. Like you know what I'm
Pritchard's a
saying?
little heater. Yeah.
Bring that
Trey Murphy the
40%.
third. What happened to Trey Murphy the third? Even LaMelo. Even LaMelo.
Trim, oh my God, Trimmer for the third would be crazy. And I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure he was there last year.
Let's see,
I have a feeling he was there
He's gonna
last year.
bring him back now.
But like, where are those guys? Why are you bringing us respectfully? Some of these guys, I'm like, well, why are they here?
Brunson, I don't even see the percentage. Brunson's probably shooting 36%, maybe.
Probably yeah, something like that. Something like that. That
But
would make sense to be shooting like that. But like, nah, man, I'm not for this.
if
Let's
Middleton
see.
was healthy this season, they should have had Middleton.
Which would be good. Okay, when see Dame won it. Yeah,
They didn't
Capona
even
won
have
it back to
Dalton. They
back
didn't have Dalton.
years.
They should have Dalton in there.
The Dolphins pick would be nice. It would be nice. It would be nice.
Man,
We'll
there's some terrible
see.
clips, but hey.
Trying to see this one. Okay, let's see. Like last year they had see, I don't care about no celebrity game. I don't care about that. I don't want to know. Mac looking really like they've been yeah, last year they had Trey Young, you had Anthony Towns, you had Laurie Markkinen, you had Malik Beasley. Like you had some shooters. Like Beasley should have been in this year.
Lord marketing, yeah, he kind of hits. Yeah, yeah.
And then Beasley's like sometimes
He's
lights
a
out.
gun. He's lights out.
Like you had guys last year. I'm surprised. Once again, I'm kind of like I don't like
They
this
even
field
have
so much.
Bane, and Bane should be there.
But I don't think Bane, from what it seems like, I don't think he's like boom, boom, boom type shooter. I think he's more like let me stationary, that type of shooter.
Really, I think Bane. I didn't see the stats, but I swear Bane be gunning. Bane be
He
gunning.
he does gun, right? It's like I was shocked that Garland was on it, but when Garland was shooting, it looked
Yeah, he
smooth.
has a nice little release. It's a lot of wrist, but he's just
Yeah, it was real smooth. But But shout out to Tyler for winning, Tyler Hero, for winning. The man is still he has a lot of swag on him still, so I think that's
He
pretty
does.
cool to see.
He
The
got
dunk
it.
contest. Thank God for Mac McClung. Thank God for that guy.
If Mac was not in a dunk off 3 straight years, I do not know how we'd be talking about this dunk off in general. I don't know.
Is it safe to say, which is probably blasphemy to say, they would probably have canceled it if there was no Mac McClung in the last 3 years? They would have to go a year without it.
They would have to switch something. They would have to do one-on-ones or something.
Right. They would have to. We're gonna switch. They would probably switch up the All-Star game and be like, we're going 3-on-3
Yeah,
Saturdays and Sundays, straight up.
yeah. Because if it wasn't for Mac, like I don't know, like because the last great dunk off was the Aaron Gordon and the Zach LaVine, right? And then after that, years passed by. We don't know really what happened, who won the dunk off, to be honest, after 2016, respectfully. So
Yeah,
Mac,
yeah, till
who
Mac. Because
won? Who won between those years? Can you name one winner between those years off your head? Top?
I don't know why is Terrence Ross, but after that, no, they're like when is Terrence Ross? I'm forgetting when the
Because I
contest
don't know
is.
who was really, I don't know who won it. Who
That's a
was it?
good point. No, I'm trying to. I feel like Trey Murphy the third may have won it. No, no,
I think maybe like who won in 2018? Let's look at that. Who won in 18 and
man.
19?
Let's see. Let's
Because
see. That's sad to say too.
I just remember
Obi
winning.
Toppin won in 2022. Anthony Simons won in 2021.
Okay, yeah,
Derrick Jones Jr. won in 2020, which I think I vaguely remember. Uh, Hamidou Diallo won in 2019. Then
I,
Donovan Mitchell.
okay. Don Mitchell's in one, right?
Yeah, then Donovan Mitchell won one. Then
Dang.
Glenn Robinson the third. Then two Zach Levines. Then we go down the line.
Yeah. See, no one's remembering like Glenn Robinson the third. No one's remembering that.
No one's remember.
No one's remembering
Respectfully, no one's
Hamidou
remembering Anthony
Diallo.
Simons winning it.
Me neither. I know he was in one. That's why I called his name to you before. I know he was in one, but I'm like, okay. But that Anthony Simons one probably the weakest one too.
Check it out. I'm glad Obi Toppin was there because Obi Toppin has some dunks.
Yes, he
So
does.
he has some dunks. So I'll give him that. But once again, we were talking about it. Guys like Anthony Simons, Obi Toppin, they're guys who are developing and growing. That's what it should be. Those type of guys. It doesn't have to be the star. Definitely doesn't- like Jordan did it one time. Jordan was maybe twice he did it.
Yeah, he did
The
twice. He did Showdown. He did once, and then he did Showdown with Dominique.
right. So he's done it twice. Like Vince did it like maybe three times, maybe,
How many? I
but
think he
not
did.
a lot.
I think. I don't think he came back to defend the crown. I don't think.
Yeah, Vince didn't do it a lot. Like a lot of mans didn't
But when
didn't go
Vince did
crazy
it, he was
because
like a
Vince only
rookie.
won one time.
Yeah, he was kind of like a rookie, but those days, remember, he was averaging like 18, 19 points as a rookie, so he was still
Right,
balling.
right. So certain mans didn't do it a lot. So like that's the whole point. You don't got to do it. Like Donovan Mitchell did it. Like that's the type of person. So like it should be the Shaden Sharps of the world who are dunking like the
He
guys
was
who
in one
are the
too.
next up, the future.
Yeah, yeah. Like
So
I respect Jalen Brown for doing it last year, just to be, you know what I mean, to bring that star
right,
power. Even though it wasn't his dunks were basic, like he could do in
very
game.
basic.
The fact that he was like, okay, I'm a all star, multiple all star, and I'm here right now. It shows like, okay, like you wanna.
Right.
So I respect that.
Yeah, it made us all respect what he did. You're correct. Like
Yeah,
we appreciated the fact that a star went.
yes.
Yeah, there just has to be more guys. Like people blame LeBron for never doing it.
Not blame the player. If you're a good player, then you should take it upon yourself to, you know what I mean? Like Hamidou Diallo, like a lot of these guys want to dunk off those years. They're not even on NBA rosters right now. And this was five
Yeah.
years ago.
Jeremy Evans went with the Utah Jazz. Like, what are
Where's
we
Jeremy
saying?
Evans? Where's Hamidou Diallo? Are they on rosters? Are they even in the
I
G
think
League?
Diallo is on a roster. I think, but he's most likely like a 12th man type. I would only assume so. But I can quickly check.
Like if they're gonna bring Mac and he's a two-way player on the G League, might as well bring Bronny Jr., to be
Oh
honest.
no, Diallo's on a team in China.
Wow. And he won in 18.
Yeah. But once again, it has to be those type of guys. It has to be the the guy who's borderline coming up. Like it has to be those guys. The guys you like, they're not household names, but they're names. They're names. You have to bring those guys who are names. Like Blake Griffin did it a few times. Like we need that type. I don't know. Like I think Jalen Green did it last year,
Jalen. Did he? Yeah, Jalen Green was in one. Jalen Green was in one.
right?
Yeah.
Like a guys like that should be doing it. Like I do appreciate that
Yeah.
guys like that did it. So, but shout out to Mac McClung. That man, yo, he put on a show.
Bro, if he's not in it next year, I don't even know if I'm even gonna even.
Take that in.
I'm
Unless
not.
it's a guy with those like they keep calling on Ja, they keep calling on Zion, they keep calling those guys. So mind you, I don't think Ja, if I don't think Ja would be good in the dunk contest
Me neither.
because like you have to be kind of fancy with the dunks. I don't think Ja just wants to kill man when he dunks.
Yeah, unless
Like
he's doing behind the back stuff like
right,
that.
like Zion, I truly think would be
That'll be better
spectacular
for
under
them,
them.
though. Yeah,
He would
because
be
the weight too, the weight and size. But yo, this guy's going like that in the air, but
like a big Aaron Gordon.
he's Aaron Gordon. That dunk off I was watching the other day. That dunk off is so underrated.
So good, so good.
Underrated.
So good. If you think with the tricks and all that stuff, like,
Guy's head was at the rim and he was in a chair motion, putting his
nah,
hands
man.
out.
Like it was good. It was good. I was like, if next year we can get like a Matt McClung, a Zion, Shaden Sharp, because I really want to see Shaden Sharp because
Again,
I
yeah.
think he has bunnies. He has
What? He
legit
jumped out of the gym
bunnies.
still. He definitely
So
jumped out of the gym.
he was
Mac,
good.
I feel like he may do it next year if he's not signed, because you remember you get 100 grand if you win. G League 2A, I don't know if he's gonna 100 grand.
They say his total NBA/G League earnings is 130. His winning these competitions is $300,000.
Yeah, so he made more winning a dunk off than
And
any.
he gets way more sponsors doing that. He's a white man who can dunk. He's getting way more fucking sponsors
Yeah,
doing that than like playing in the league.
yeah, because I'm seeing Mac. I'm like, hold on, Mac never had any tats. Now I see a little bit of tat. He's getting a little bit of bread.
He's
He's
definitely getting bread.
getting a little bit of bread.
Definitely getting bread. And he's a guy that because of how he does it, like he's always gonna get a little bit of fame. He won 3 times. He's always gonna they're in 10 years, they're gonna call you back to watch.
Yeah, or
Like
judge.
they're always gonna be a part of All-Star weekend now.
Yeah,
But
which
his
is
dunks was nice. I'm trying to remember. Do you have like a favorite dunk of his?
my favorite dunk. Like on a real note, every dunk deserved a 50.
Yeah.
Right? And he got a 50. And every dunk, it's not, if I go with the favorite dunk, it's really like 1A and 1B. It's not like
Like,
way better. Like, I guess when he jumped over Mobley, when he stand on the platform,
yeah.
right? Or he jumped
Everyone
over,
wanted Wemby, but he couldn't dunk over Wemby. It made sense because Castle was on. So why would Wemby help a player that's not his own teammate?
yeah.
So it made sense that he
Or
did
he
it.
didn't even go for it like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, no, I'm not going for it. But like that one was good. Yo, the one where he dunked it and then but like he paused, like look, he paused in air and then hit. Oh my goodness, that was bananas.
Bro,
And then that hitting the ball on the
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 rim, touching the
rim,
rim,
and then that's talent, bro.
he
That's
was
talent.
talented. Like, you got the old heads like, holy shit, like, this is some real shit. Like, even got me up my seat, right?
Yeah,
Because of this. Mac brought the dunk off back like shit. I cannot lie. All of his dunks were amazing. He's jumping over everyone. You see what I'm saying? His bounce, he floats. Man,
good. It was real good. Um, okay, let's talk about it. Let's do it. All-Star game. So obviously they made changes to the whole thing. Yeah, the Rising Stars from the day before or Friday, whoever won that tournament got to face I think they first faced Shaq's team, and then it was Kenny and Chuck's team. Now, before all that, Draymond came on and said, "Who wants to watch these young stars? Why did he even bring these young stars? It's demeaning the All Star." Da 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 da. Some people agree with him. Some people disagree with him. I think a lot of people agree with why did they bring the young guys.
yeah,
I think where people disagree is like it's y'all's fault. Y'all made the All Star game like
trash.
boring,
Uh,
so they had to liven it up. And then I think what people thought was that these young guys were gonna, which they did, they competed against the old man. They
they did. They
competed,
did. They did.
right? Of course, they ended up losing because veteran knowledge. But I always think to myself, if they were able to keep a Wemby on their squad, it'd be
Yeah,
a
no,
different story.
yeah.
They would have tried real hard if they kept the Wemby on that.
Because I
Um,
was liking that was the only part I was like, okay, that was entertaining. Even the rookie All Star, whatever the first, there was parts of it where I'm like, okay, these guys are playing some sort of defense. Friday,
yeah,
they're playing some sort of defense. Like, okay, and the youngins, like, these guys are playing. These guys are actually going at it. You know what I mean?
yeah.
But for that little brief time,
I,
compared
I
to
felt
everybody at work,
I felt like they started control, but I felt like they were. I think because I saw like James Harden kind of do this. He was kind of being lazy, and I feel like their mentality was once it hits, like we have to score 40, but once it hits 30, then we're gonna play a really hard 10. That's how
yeah,
it looked like they were trying to go about it, right? Um, yeah, it just but the overall game just honestly was trash. Just complete trash. Complete
yeah.
trash. I don't even know where to start. Where do we start? Where do we start?
You start with the in between long. You can start with the halftime in between every game. You know what I
Legit
mean? Like,
halftime.
halftime between every game, and every game was up to 40. It was like when you got into the game, if you got into the game, it wasn't nothing to really get into. It was like a break.
Oh, especially the final one. Oh my gosh, they're up 11, I think 11-1, and they went on like 20-minute break to celebrate the TNT guys, which is fine. Like celebrate those guys.
But
But
in the
you
middle of the game,
come
in the middle of
like
the game, do
you
this
had a whole
before and
halftime.
after. Yeah.
You had a whole
That's
halftime to celebrate them.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Because I'm like, I
It
don't
just
know.
wasn't good. And then like
I feel they could have did a better job with celebrating their years instead of Kevin Hart. Because like Kevin Hart is a comedian, he's gonna obviously bring jokes and lightheartedness, but you should bring someone that's more like in a more serious manner, like you know what I mean, sort of thing to just set him off. But that's just my opinion.
because he kept joking on Kenny, right? Because obviously I think Kenny has like a bad knee and a little bow-legged on one of his legs, and like he kept cracking on him, right? But at one point you're thinking to yourself like, okay, the modern audience, like the people who are watching this, are not all like they're some of them are casual fans.
Yes.
These jokes are not hitting them. Like they move on. They're not fans who are watching NBA TNT all the time. They're not that. They're just really watching All Star to be like, who's an All Star this year? Let's see. Like, and I actually kind of like their format. I thought the format was good. I don't know how they can fix it. It probably feels like you fix it by instead of putting, I think they have what 8 guys a squad or something.
Mhm.
But this ain't you put 6 guys a squad. So you put 4 squads and let all 4 squads go together and go against each other. Or ultimately speaking, no, front before we get to the what can make it better. I'm moving too quickly. We'll get to what can make it better. Another thing that I believe we both liked. Well, that was only liked. Victor Wembanyama. Thank you so much. You're the only one who, yo, that first game, the when it was Chuck versus Kenny, I'm
Yeah.
telling you, I could tell that they were like, let's be lazy until we get to 30 points. But once Victor came, they're like, oh, this man is playing defense. He's running
Getting back.
around.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So it made everyone else kind of go like, okay, I seen Pascal run a little bit quicker. I seen a bunch of guys do little things a little bit better than what they're doing right now. And I was happy to see it. I was generally happy to see guys play. You know who I think was also trying to play? Tyler Hero.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
he was hitting some. He's in my mind. Like you don't know when you're gonna come back here. This is like a privilege. Like you don't know when you're coming back here.
Facts.
And I think I probably think that's one of the problems. Like not to blame a Steph, KD, and LeBron. I don't want to blame them, but they've been here 20 years in a row. It kind of makes sense that they're a little bit like,
You take it easy, my body. Da, da, da.
yeah, like I'm
You get
chilling.
less
Like
minutes. Do a 1-2, get less minutes. It's okay. Sub yourself out.
right, you know what I'm saying? I'm chilling. Like I really want to be here to watch the guys play. Like this is where I agree that like the Jalen Brunsons, the Ants, the Cades, Victors should be really the ones who are like we're going all out like for these games. We're going all out. But There's no seriousness in the game, man. There's just none.
Victor brings that seriousness though
Oh,
in
I
general.
loved it. Loved it.
Like, I
He
don't like
was.
you see when MB came into the league his first few years, right? In the league first 3 years, you got like he was funny guy,
Mhm.
right? It's have fun, jokes, whatever. You don't get that vibe from Victor
At
at all.
all. At all. It's a beautiful feeling. It's a beautiful feeling. Was there, is there anything else you may have liked about the game?
Anything else I liked about the game? Honestly, I can't really tell you anything I liked about the game other than Victor, to be honest. Pause. To
Mm,
be honest, like I'm really
I
trying to. It
agree.
was just like I'll be on my phone at times during the game, right? Because it's like,
I was washing dishes. Like I was like cleaning. I was cleaning and it took me like
oh,
I
and you
was
can't even see the TV from your kitchen. That's how you know.
so I was doing all that stuff and then I would peep out to see and I see Kevin Hart still talking. Okay, then I go back. I clean more. I do whatever. I'm just doing whatever at this point.
Yeah,
I go back. I see it's a commercial. I'm like, okay, maybe they're coming back. You get back and all of a sudden it's something else. And you're like, are we
yeah.
playing? They played 40 minutes. Everyone should know 40 minutes of actual basketball was being played. Actual basketball.
Out of 2.5 hours, two and a
80
half
minutes
hours.
of ads and then like a whole bunch of things. Adam Silver, we understand that he wanted the game to be better, but the game couldn't have been played. Nobody watched the game.
Yeah,
It was just like, let's make Starry, one of their advertisers, happy.
yeah,
Let's make Kia happy. Let's make
yeah.
TNT, our bosses, happy. Like,
Yes.
but the game
A
was
lot of
trash.
a lot of nut touching, a lot of nut writings, and when you taking a lot of nut writing, right? A lot of nut writing stars nuts. I get the sponsor, right? You're right, Kia, you're right.
A lot
And
of
Kevin Hart, like
sponsorships.
even I don't know, like to
There
me
was
the
a
shot
lot of
Kevin Hart
sponsorships.
was
And yeah, when Kevin Hart was like, they can hear him, the players can hear him, talk to them, and he's like, I want to see guys in the paint. I want to see guys in that. So right now we have Kevin Hart complaining about the NBA product on the All-Star game. Does that make sense?
it doesn't make sense. You're
Bro,
listening backwards still. Like there's like Adam Silver, I feel he's way too laid back, and David Stern, RIP, was too.
yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there needs to be a medium because he should have vetoed a couple of trades, in my opinion, like a 1-2 trades. Because Stern would be like, Stern canceled the Chris Paul Kobe trade, whatever.
Yeah,
I'm
Stern would have canceled that Luca
those
trade.
canceled trades.
He'd be like, y'all crazy. Y'all
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah,
We're
yeah,
not doing that.
yeah.
We're
Right.
definitely not doing
I have never heard of Silver veto any trade yet. Only
that.
because
He
of the
won't
medical Mark Williams one, all right?
he won't veto a trade. And like, bro, I don't know. The game was just so bad. Like we barely watched any basketball. Like barely there's any basketball being played. It wasn't competitive by any means. It was bad.
I was
It
doing
was,
something, and I'm like, hold on, I gotta get upstairs because the game's probably back. And then I go up and I'm like, game didn't start yet? Game two didn't start yet? Like,
like
what?
the game was it was bad, man. It was bad. When did they do the Mr. Beast thing?
That was the before the
Before
game,
it
I
had been
think.
before the game, right?
That
Yeah.
was that Saturday? Because
No,
I
no,
see Lillard.
that was yesterday's.
Was yesterday.
With the kid shot for 100 grand against Dame. It was before the game. It was
It was
before the
before the
game.
game. Yeah, you're
Before
right,
the last game. But damn, that just seems so long. Like
bro.
so long.
I'm looking, but on the side, I'm looking at Mr. Beast. I'm looking at Lillard. I'm like, hold on. How tall is Mr. Beast?
Yeah, he's a tall guy. Then he has
He's
to be
not that
what six
height.
four.
I think he's like 6'3", 6'3", 6'4". Because Lillard's
Yeah,
6'1", 6'2".
because he looked kind of the same size as Kenny.
Yes, he was looking close to Kenny because I'm like, hold on. I see Mr. Beast there, Kevin Hart, everything. I'm like, hold on. Kevin Hart's really looking. And then I see Lillard. I'm like, hold on. Lillard's not the same height as Beast. And I'm like, what?
Yeah,
And it just
yeah.
goes to like, yo, to be that small in the league, you have to be elite. Like,
Trey Young, Trey
yeah,
Young.
Trent small in both. Yeah,
I felt Trey Young was a little bit trying too. I felt like he was
he's
trying.
good at dancing.
I
He's
feel
good
like
at
our
dancing.
international team was trying a little bit harder, and like I think it was Chuck who said, I heard it wrong, but he picked the international team. But I think he said the international guys don't try as hard in the All-Star game. Like Luka doesn't try. Jokic never fucking tries at all, at all. He does not take the that game seriously by any means,
Yeah,
right? At all. So how can we fix it? We can complain about it all day. How
I
can we
can fix it.
fix
I'm
this?
gonna let you start. I have a couple ideas, but I'm gonna let you lead off.
Ultimately, like I was thinking, oh, you can do like different tournaments. You can do one-on-ones if you want to, things like that. Oh, sorry, before we even talk about that, LeBron didn't play. Anthony Edwards didn't play because he had like I think it was a leg injury somewhere. LeBron didn't play. A lot of people. I just saw a clip that Shannon Sharp, probably the number one fan of LeBron, besides myself sometimes, he called LeBron selfish, and I gotta agree. The reason why I think it's selfish is because LeBron, he I'm not saying he that oh I was trying to see if I can go. I was trying to see if I can go. I feel like you knew, man. You knew that you couldn't play. Like you knew. I'm sorry. You knew you couldn't play because that next game you can't play that next game,
You're 40, LeBron. You know if you have a soreness.
right? Like you know you
It's
can't play. Come on, man. You know you couldn't play. That could have been Norman Powell's spot easily. That he can't like because who knows when if Norman will ever be an All Star again? Who knows? And he may never get a chance.
so he's
So.
actually really balling this year. He's actually scoring the ball.
And then like another thing I wasn't a big fan. One thing Giannis didn't play. We all know Giannis didn't play, but they had a replacement. But you know what Giannis did? He wore the jersey the whole time. He was with his team the whole time. LeBron took a picture with all the guys wearing a jersey and he's not. Like this is where sometimes LeBron's ego is so high. Like LeBron's ego is so high. That's why I was saying to a friend like when I was watching the game, LeBron and LeBron's final season, which I do think it should happen. The All Star game is going to be about him. The whole
Yeah,
All Star will be about LeBron, which I
100%.
do believe it should be.
I
I
agree. I agree.
He should be a part of the 3-point contest,
I agree.
the dunk off. Heck, he
That-
should go into the skills competition. He should make the whole weekend about it.
I would like to see that though. I'm not gonna lie. That would honestly make me watch everything for All Star.
Right,
I'm
right.
not
Like
gonna lie. If he's
because
the 3 point,
yeah.
I want to see that still. Real
Even if he
talk.
loses, even if he loses,
No, he's
it's
not gonna
about
win. He's
fun.
not gonna win. He's not gonna win. But I just want to see it.
Yeah, it's about fun. It's about like let's just have
The
fun,
dunk off. Even if he's doing a stuffing game just between the legs, 1 foot, like it's LeBron
right?
doing it.
And it's a 40-year-old man going against probably 20. And mind you, if he did it, if he's like he's gonna join the dunk off, imagine how much other stars will say they'll join the dunk off that year.
You know what? For marketing purposes, his last season, he joined the dunk off. His son joined the dunk off too.
Come on. Like
That's views. That's views. Father, son, and dunk off.
you think John Morant, you think Edwards won't be like, oh, LeBron's in? LeBron's in? Oh, you know for sure I'm gonna be in that. You know he's gonna do it.
That's
Ant's doing
actually
it, Jaw, Zion, everyone's gonna want to join.
that would be the best All Star weekend for that would be the best All Star weekend. But we have to think about okay, other than that, because that's an amazing idea. Like silver, if
Yeah,
you're watching, if you're gonna see the silver, credit us.
yeah.
Credit us. You heard it
Yeah, see,
first.
yeah, that's a 1 year idea. That's a 1 year and that's it. You can't
Credit us and fly us out. Fly our families out
legit,
to see that
legit,
happen.
legit.
Real talk, because that idea, Mike. I'm not gonna lie. That's like that's
Yeah.
that's
Mm,
gonna views. Everyone's gonna view it.
yeah.
China, everyone in China. China loves LeBron, right?
James Harden first, but I think LeBron second.
Okay, yeah. So
Maybe LeBron third because they love Steph too.
yeah, they love
They
yo.
love Steph. They love Steph.
The
So
amount of Asians at Golden State versus Raptor game. I
yeah,
felt like I was in China. No disrespect to China.
yeah.
I
They
swear to God, it
I
was like
think it's because in Golden State, San Francisco, there's a lot of Asians there, so it's a
yo.
big Asian population. So they love Steph. So I think that's what because they love James Harden because of Yao Ming and they
Here's
use
a
the Rockets
fact. Here's a
connection.
fact for you. The most Asian population in North America is in San Francisco. That's a fact.
Where is it?
Actual fact. In San Francisco.
Oh, it's San Francisco. Yeah, okay.
In the most Asian population, fam. When I was running the airport, an interpreter was at the airport. I'm like, wow, these Filipinos, Asian, whatever, going on Delta flight San Francisco.
Yeah,
An interpreter, like just literally like 100 of them. He's telling me, yo, large population over there. I do tours all the time. That's why I'm like,
yeah.
true.
There's probably stuff that they just really like over there because California as a whole just has a big Asian population, right? So I think that's why like certain guys will be always famous, but Houston Rockets will always be number one because of James Harden. Like right now,
It's like
probably
because of Yao Ming too.
because of Yao Ming, right?
And
Uh,
James Harden.
yeah, Yao Ming is the reason why Houston Rockets will always be kind of famous. And also Jeremy Lin played there too. So like it's a thing. That's why technically in Japan, I'm pretty sure John Morant's gonna be really popular because they have the Japanese basketball player. I think it's Japanese. I'm pretty sure. he plays in that team, right? So it's all gonna be like Zach, and Zach Edey
What's
is
his name?
also Asian too.
Yuki,
Yeah,
and he's
yeah,
nice. He's nice, but he, obviously 5'8". It's hard to
yeah,
get points. You got to be elite, elite.
right. And then so like it's always gonna be something like that. But yeah, way you fix All Star, it's very simple, very simple. I think it's simple, but clearly it hasn't been that simple. They have to try. That's it. Crazy idea. Just try a little. Yo, Kyle Lowry got a charge. Okay, he took a charge in the All Star game.
I love that shit.
What are we saying? He took a charge in the All Star game.
Like
These
we
mans
need
have to
guys
be
that
better.
know. We need guys that play ball. Like there's no okay. It's I'm getting paid. I'm not getting paid. Like we need guys that like I play ball. I'm here to win, regardless. Like I want to win, regardless.
We need mans to try, to
Yeah.
legit try. Like there's so much of guys just not trying. And I don't know what it is. I don't know if like they're just like it's just an exhibition game. Why would I try really hard? Da 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 da. But they can try a little bit. Like they're professional athletes. They can go at like 60%, 70%.
Yeah.
Play a little
You can
defense.
put a hand up, close out, like stuff like that. Attempt to close out, not just look at the ball. Like okay, shot it, cool. You know what I
Like
mean?
I
They
wish
were
a guy
doing
like
better in the
Jokic knew better.
90s, early 2000s. They were doing what they need to do. You know what I mean? Heck, when you watch like a 90, like five or someone Shaq's first All-Star game, these guys were actually like doubling and stuff like that and forcing the ball at this person's hand. And guys were actually playing like I couldn't tell the difference if it was a real game or All-Star game.
And the thing
And
is, mind you, if you watch like the double O's, like you'll see like an easy alley oop from J Kidd to Jason to Vince Carter or an Allen Iverson nice pass to someone else or a Kobe and Tim Duncan. You'll see an easy play.
Mhm,
They're not playing hard all the time.
mhm.
They're just not letting Steph Curry shoot from three
Yeah,
everywhere in the damn court.
100%, 100%.
Like try a little. And the things, all the NBA players are like, yeah, like the All Star Weekend has to get better. They're all saying it, but they're not performing it. Like they're not performing. Yeah, it's all chat. Like you're saying it needs to be better, but you're putting no efforts in making it better at all.
The man that really put effort to make an All-Star game better is Wemby this year.
Oh, I
Well,
wish you know the
like,
guy I
shout
wish
to
would play.
Castle. Shout to Castle for actually competing in the dunk
He
off. And
did, he did, definitely did.
no one, I don't know what the other two men were doing at times. I forget my boy's name, the European, but he had like an okay dunk off the glass. But who was throwing the passes? Aren't you supposed to get guys from your team or actual
They
players?
said it was assistants because everyone was saying like stop getting these guys, but they said it was like assistants that were doing it, which was like weird. It was
We were watching
definitely
dunk
weird.
offs back, VC killing it, all that. There was no assistants or coaches throwing lobs. It was the players on their team. Like who was throwing lob to VC? McGrady. Who's throwing
Yeah,
the
it was
lob
weird.
to Steve Francis? Catino Mobley. Like
It
it's
was
always been your team. You know what I mean?
yeah, it was really weird. I
When
thought that
Larry
it
Hughes was in
was
dunk off, who was throwing past Larry Hughes? It was AI or Eric Snow.
yeah, they said it was other assistant coaches on I think the Grizzlies teams or whatever, but it did seem off. Like these guys are doing it. Why not bring someone else in? It was looking kind of off. I do agree. But yeah, like what's your suggestion of how we make this better?
Okay, my suggestion on a real note is to have 1v1. 1v1. Wow, I don't think I'm a new school guy. One on one, one-on-ones, three-on-threes. Incorporate the WNBA, like girls in the 3 point, and like have a showdown, two girls, two women, I should say, not two girls, right? So have guys obviously. I feel like you need to have the young guys in the All-Star game on Sunday because they're going to compete. And then the older guys that are the real All-Stars, quote unquote, right? So let's say next year, like the Cooper, the Bailey, whatever, VJ Edgecombe, those guys, right? And they're against the All-Stars, the actual All-Stars. And I don't think the All-Stars are going to want to let the young guys beat them, the rooks, right? So it's going to force them
Agreed.
to be better. So I feel like that. And then if that don't work, then do 1v1s. But start with that because you don't want to do too much drastic format change. But start with that. Three-point competition, have two showdown with the girls. Skills, what can we do with the skills? And yeah, dunk off. Unless you're having Mac back again, You need to have Matt back again, and you need to have like some mid up and coming guys in the dunk off, and then we'll see how it goes from there. What about you?
I agree, right? Like I was saying before, like the players just have to just care. That's one. They just have to care. One just they just have to care a little bit. Also, you know what make it better too? I know this sounds crazy. If fans booed. Because one thing I will say, the fans in San Francisco, I'm very disappointed. They weren't good to me. They weren't good. Now, the product has to be good for you to be good, but if the product's not good, boo the product. Like
Facts.
let the players see like, oh shit, like we're potentially fucking up sponsorships this way. We're TV deals. Like we need to put on a better product. Like if you don't put on a better product, but you just sign a deal for like billions of dollars with whatever NBC, whatever you did, the guys are like, this what we're doing now works. You need to show them that what they're doing doesn't work. They need to perform better. People are always worried about the ratings. I'm not worried about ratings when globally you're as big as you've ever been. You have multiple viewerships on YouTube and things like that. It doesn't matter. Your NBA players are like some of the highest viewed players in the world. Like football doesn't touch you in regards worldwide like followers on Instagram. Like LeBron is what probably third to Messi and Ronaldo. Then it's like probably who the highest.
Are you serious?
I think LeBron's like third. Highest rated sports athletes on Instagram. Let's check that. But like simple things like that. Okay, it goes Ronaldo, Messi, Virat Kohli, which Indian. He's a cricketer, which
I
makes
was about to say
sense.
cricket because I know cricket is like what's cricket's number one in the world for sport, right? Or number
No,
two?
no, cricket. No, probably. I don't think it's number one. Probably top five though. Probably top five for sure.
Because
It
what's
has to
number one?
be
I think
one soccer for sure. Now number two, I think could be basketball because of the worldwide.
cricket is high though, but continue.
Yeah, it's like top five. Like see, like the only people who have as high are soccer players, and soccer players are always going to have high numbers because once again, number one sport in the world,
Yeah.
right? So yeah, LeBron is fourth because it goes. Sorry, fifth because Neymar. They have Mbappe.
What's
They
number
have Steph
one?
Curry.
Who's number one? Ronaldo or Messi?
Ronaldo number one.
And who's
Ronaldo
second?
has 642. Messi has 505. Kohli has 271. Neymar has 226. LeBron 159. Mbappe 122.
Holy,
Steph
so it's
has
really soccer killing everything.
Steph has
Soccer, a little bit
58.
of cricket, a little bit of ball.
Yeah, Steph has 58. You know what's crazy? You know the NBA so needs a new star, if you really think about it? LeBron has 159. Steph has 58. LeBron has 100 million followers, more than
More,
Steph Curry.
that's a crazy amount. And Steph is owning China.
And like we all know Steph is like one of the most popular players in the world.
Yo, it's on all these kids. You say, who do you want? Steph. Steph, remember, you don't have to be athletic. I just need to shoot. I can be 6 foot and shoot, and I can be
Right.
like Steph. Jaw, you can't. You're not having a 50-inch vertical.
Right.
That's hard.
Sure.
LeBron, as I'm surprised he has him because LeBron is 6'8", a man among boys, athletic as hell. Not everyone can be 6'8". Everyone can shoot if you shoot enough.
Right. But having 100 more followers than Steph Curry is a crazy work. So that's why this is where I understand. If I'm the NBA, my biggest fear is I don't have a face. I
The
don't care
face,
about ratings. I don't have a face.
the face should be Wemby. It was Edwards, but then those comments and the play of Minnesota kind of,
Do you hear what he said recently too? He said it
no,
like yesterday.
no.
They asked him about being the face, and he's like, ah. He's like, ah. He's like, he's like, ah. Like,
Okay?
yeah, I want to be the face, but I
But
want to be the type of face that like I just come and beat guys. Like, I don't want to do all the other stuff. I just want to come
Edwards is
beat
too
guys.
Atlantonian. He's too Atlanta. He's
Yeah,
too Atlanta.
he's like, I just want to like, I just want to kill guys on the court.
He's
That's all
too
I want to
Atlanta.
do. And
Like,
to me, like, if you want to be the face, no. Killing guys on the court is not enough. You gotta be the face. You gotta go everywhere. You
you
gotta
gotta have the
chat,
right talk.
bro. Like
You have
we
to
all
have the
agree. LeBron's extra. LeBron is extra.
whoever Edwards. If you're gonna watch this, fire publicist. Fire them. You need to be media trained. You need to be media
1,000%.
trained.
LeBron's a robot. Okay, he's a robot when he talks. He's a
Yes.
robot. He doesn't say anything incorrect. He just doesn't say anything, or he says nothing. Okay.
He was saying, "How do you feel if you're in the face? Ah, you're doing that. Ah, like
He doesn't
what?
want to be he like wants to be the face, but doesn't want to be like the guy. He doesn't want to be the guy,
Yeah.
right? Which I think is kind of like a KD thing. I think KD wants to be one of the faces, but he doesn't want to be the go on camera, talk a lot, da
Katie
da da.
is not
Da.
gonna do say that if you say, Katie, you want to be face? Katie's not gonna be like,
Yeah,
ah,
yeah, yeah, no,
he's
no,
not
no,
gonna do
that shit.
that. Like, I'm
No.
surprised. Are you serious?
Yeah, like
So
he's like fuck, I don't like he's like I want to be the face, but I don't want to be the face. Like
he's kind of hurting his brand. Like his he's kind of hurting his brand.
first and foremost, another thing these guys are doing, which like I swear these guys were media trained back then, but they're definitely not as much as like, but they're still media trained. I don't know what's happened to these guys. Like him and Zion, yo, follow LeBron's method.
Mm,
NDA. Let
mm.
these shorties sign NDAs. What are we saying? They have to sign NDAs. You can't be impregnating these girls who are now flashing your text messages that you didn't want to keep the child. You can't do that.
That's what's happening with Zion. Oh my
No, that's what happened to Edwards. And I swear I heard about the one before. I heard there's a new one with the same thing. So he won't be the face of the league. They won't.
guys with money, guys with bread and fresh sports, please just please
That's why it has to be Wemby. Like Wemby,
focus on the sport. You guys are just having kids with this woman, that woman, this woman, that
it
woman.
has to be Wemby. Because Wemby is the most focused guy out of all of them. Or they're gonna when Cooper comes, hey Cooper, you know those tattoos you want to get? Don't get them for now.
So,
Give us a few like we don't need you tattoo. We don't need Chris was it Chris what? Birdman. What's Chris?
Birdman.
We don't need Birdman. We don't need Birdman. We need like
Yeah, we don't need Birdman. We need just Cooper. We
we
need
just
Cooper.
need Cooper.
We need
We need you
Cooper.
to be clean cut and chilling. Like AJ DeBansta, he's gonna be clean cut. You sent me that video, right? Of his
Yeah,
dad?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I didn't know he was African. I didn't know he was African. That's the most African thing to say. The most African thing. He is my son. I don't care. He's my son. He's like fourth on my list. He's still about to make millions of dollars. I don't care. I don't care. Like, okay. Humble in the mind.
Next.
So like
It's just gonna be a problem when he goes to the league, though.
for I because I didn't know I saw the way his dad is, I'm like he could be a problem. Because his dad won't allow this dumb shit. They won't allow dumb shit. Bro, no way could you act like respect the way Zion and Edwards are acting in an African household.
Hell no, that's not flying.
The first woman you got pregnant, she's your wife the next day with no flipping. No flipping.
That's good.
There's no way. There's no way you can act like that. No way. So
Oh,
like that's how we make the All-Star game better. Mans have to take it more seriously. Just and our only hope is in a 22-year-old or no 21-year-old Wemby. Our only hope is Wemby.
21, man.
He's our only hope. He's the only one who cared.
He's the one that cares. He's the one that's not getting multiple women pregnant.
He's just trying to win. He's just trying to win games.
Like no star can be a face of the league and be getting multiple women pregnant while he's the face of the league. Like
You
I don't
can,
really
yeah.
see that.
Yeah.
Okay, after your playing career, you do that. Okay, cool. But during your playing career, like I don't remember Michael Jordan getting multiple women pregnant and becoming the face. I don't remember Kobe doing that. I don't remember LeBron doing that. Even if they're messing around with other women, they're not getting other women pregnant. You know what I mean?
I
So
think to even piggyback on that, like the guys who were getting beer girls pregnant, they stopped being like Dwight Howard has like 12 kids, something like that. But like the NBA, once again, when they stop fucking with you, they stop fucking with you. When the NBA stopped fucking with him, they just stopped fucking with that guy. They said, fuck him. We don't want to fuck with this guy no more. Right? Because he was supposed to be like the face of the league low key at one point.
that's then the narrative, and then yeah.
Yeah. Once they have that narrative of you, you're um
It's like Gilbert. They when that guns to the locker room happened. Oh my God, that
they
was it. That was
stop
it.
caring about you. I'm looking because we were kind of talking, so I was kind of curious. The most who makes the most money per like leagues in the world? So the NFL is the number one in the world, but I think it's just because like
Well, for money making as the NFL, yeah, but not paying players. Yeah, yeah.
And then the revenue they make, I think the NFL would be number one because they have so much more advertising in America. But then the NBA is second. Then it's baseball. Then the
Yeah.
Premier League in England. Um,
Crazy how Premier League is like fourth in revenue, and these soccer guys are getting paid a bag.
bag, bag. But then it goes hockey. Then it goes basically the Spanish league, La Liga, Bundesliga, which is Germany. Then you have Serie A, Italy, France, La Liga. Then you have MLS, which is top 10, which is crazy because like
I didn't know that. I'm surprised.
yeah, see, but cricket is lower. Yeah, IPL is lower. Um, there's so much Premier Leagues. Holy moly!
I didn't know there was that much. Like I knew just all I really know is like the Liga, Premier League, and the German.
Now
That's really all I know.
there's so much leagues. But yeah, it makes sense that football is number one based off revenue, but popularity, soccer has to be number one. But
So,
probably revenue is it's American. American knows how to just make money. They make money in America, so what
what
can
do
we
you
say?
even call like soccer? All those owners are keeping the bread because the players are not on top five paid. So you take that in. They make the most bread. Players are not even top five paid list.
Yeah,
So shout
yeah,
out to we know your bread's going to your own pockets.
in pockets, right? And like these like European leagues, they'll spend whatever money to make a good team.
Yo,
Th-
I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it.
they'll give you 500. Same with baseball. They'll give you 500 mil. Give everyone 500 mil.
They don't
They don't
care
even
about
care.
it's a soft. Someone's telling me it's a soft cap. It's a soft salary cap in baseball or something. So guys can just
Very soft cap.
like
Very soft cap. I hope today I can announce random breaking news with Vladimir Guerrero because like today's the last day to sign him to an extension, and if they don't sign him to an extension, he's gonna be a free agent next year. Yo, pay the man the money, no matter what the money is, just pay the man.
please, please play
Like
JR. Not pay JR, please.
you don't get young talent like this, and when you do have them, pay them. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter
Because
at
people
all.
are going to pay to see the product. They're going to go to the games. Jair's here, okay, they're gonna go see him swing. They're gonna pay to see the product. Just like
It's
if we were to get Cooper, you don't think that there's gonna be an extra how much thousands of people saying, hey, I want to go to Raptor game. I want to see this guy play.
if we got Cooper, they would the price tickets they're skyrocketing.
What do you know? Flag, whatever number 78, jersey flag in the stores in the lids, selling.
Bro, when we got Scotty Barnes, there was a crowd of people to introduce Scotty Barnes. When we got even like Grady Dick had a few people outside too. We got Cooper Flag, bro.
Official like legit number one. Like
Like they may introduce him in this in the stadium.
yeah.
Like
He's
here's
gonna have his first presser and it's like, yeah, you already know.
And the thing is, yo, if they, because we're all capitalists, like we're all trying to make as much money as possible. If they want to introduce Cooper Flag, they can easily say, "Fans, you want to join in introducing Cooper Flag? Here's some tickets. We'll make it half price of our regular game tickets. Here, and we're introducing Cooper Flag. It will sell out.
Yeah, it's true. Like if they had like a not a meet and greet, but like a presser where you can come to and it's like a 20 and like 2,000 people can come, yeah, they're gonna yeah, yeah, yeah.
2,000 people, bro. All the rich people will go there first because they want to. Nav Bati will be there. Like, I
Yep.
have cars. I have
Yep.
cars.
Hyundai was 100, what you want? What you
Mind you, he was there at the All Star yesterday.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, he's there. He's in the cut.
It's real. He has real bread because anyone in that All-Star game, especially in the Bay Area, you have real pull.
Sitting in the front,
Yeah,
you
you
have
have real
some.
pull. Anyone in the first, I'm gonna say the bottom level,
Yeah,
like that lower level, you have pull. Like you can't just be
can't just
like,
sit there. No, agreed.
or you're Asian coming over and you have just beer bread over here, an investor, just like,
Yeah,
especially the Asians out there taking pictures, like like you know what I mean. I'm just like, I know you're not living in America like full time. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Some of them could be.
Because you're
Yeah,
an investor and you really have the bag, it's like whatever.
I wanted to realize that a lot of the people who are sitting in the front are investors.
Yeah. Yeah.
No matter what. Like I remember one time, didn't someone got into an argument with a person like a fan, and they're all like, "Oh, who's that?" And no, it's investors. It's all like
Yeah.
not one. It's the one thing I think now that I've grown up, I realize not one person owns a company. No one
Yes.
owns 100% of a company.
No,
Most
no.
people own 59 or 51% of a company,
Yeah.
and the rest is owned like by some. Like Michael Jordan owned like 35 to 40% but he had the majority stakehold of the company.
And I like how you brought that up because Mark Cuban explained that he owns, what is it, like 37%
Hmm.
of the team?
Yeah,
He has majority stakes in the team.
that's what
So
matters,
that's what really matters. Because
right?
and I was watching some like a lot of these investors, they get into these like, okay, they never sell the company fully. They always keep a piece. They sell the majority. Like they sell the
Majority
70,
of it. Yeah, because they want to make
the
extra.
60,
How does Alex
but they
Rodriguez
have
have
the most stock.
$1 billion?
Say
Alex
that
Rodriguez, Alex Rodriguez does not have $1 billion to buy the Minnesota Timberwolves. But him and the next guy who doesn't have a lot of money either, and a bunch of other random investors put up the money. Like when LeBron owns the Las Vegas teams, it's gonna be LeBron and a
yeah.
whole bunch of next
And like
men.
12 other guys. It's not gonna be LeBron and that's it.
And he
Or
may not even own the full majority of it.
no, LeBron, if he owns 10%, it's still ownership.
Definitely still
That's
ownership.
what it is. And he's gonna get majority stocks. So it's like if you get a bunch of stocks, plus you're getting revenue on the 10%, that's you just not having to worry about that. You still own it, you don't have to worry about that. That's
Yeah.
really what it is.
Because like there was that report, like we're definitely going off top, but like where's a report about Mav Carter, which is associated with LeBron, business
Yeah.
partner of LeBron. They're him and other investors are setting up a league to go against the NBA, which could never truly happen.
That
What they're
sounds
really
yeah.
they're just saying we have enough bread to do our own league, but we're gonna decide to own a Las Vegas franchise. That's all it comes down to. Um, but I know those Dallas Maverick owners, they want to move to Las Vegas. That's the
Bro,
report. They really want to, but you can't move from Dallas. Dallas is a way bigger market than Las Vegas.
bro, the thing is, the reason why the Mavericks owners want to move to Las Vegas is because there's no gambling or casinos in Texas.
Yep.
And these guys own their casino moguls. These guys buy casinos and shit. And their whole plan, you probably heard, they want to have a arena and a casino in one. And to me,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, that's lit. That sounds crazy. That sounds crazy. So I'm not gonna lie. Like as a owner marketing to make bread,
Yeah.
that sounds crazy. I'm not gonna lie. As a person to have fun, I'm going someplace. It's fun. So
It
either
seems
way, to me,
the only negative that I would see in it, just as a person, it would be so busy. That's all. It'd be
it would
mad
definitely be
because
busy. You're the
especially if it's a
owner. You're the
game.
owner. If you're the owner, wouldn't you want to be busy? You're the
Oh yeah,
owner.
yeah, 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 that's true. But as the owner, you're like, this is spectacular, right?
Yeah.
Spectacular.
Well,
So
it's gonna be busy still. It's
yeah,
gonna be
but
busy.
they can't move a team from Dallas to Las Vegas. Dallas makes way more money. Dallas will make way more money than Las
I
Vegas. Way
feel
more.
though. And I'm gonna disagree. I feel Vegas has a crazy market though for
It
it.
does, but Dallas makes so much money.
They make
Dallas
that much
is,
million
is
dollars.
Dallas is just so much more money. It's like for us, if you just moved up from like I'm gonna say like Scarborough. Let's say Dallas is Scarborough. You said I'm gonna move from Scarborough
Yeah,
to freaking Pickering because Pickering has a bigger area, but it's not. Scarborough's just better and bigger, right? But Pickering may have all the glitz and glamour of it all,
yeah.
but it's not the same. It's not the same.
Like okay,
It's like
you know,
literally moving
I
on.
go to
I have a
Dallas.
better. It's
Whenever I go to Dallas, I can comment better and see like okay, what's really popping in Dallas. But
I have a better one. It's like literally moving it from Vancouver
okay,
to like a Winnipeg. Winnipeg is nice and beautiful,
yeah,
but Vancouver's Vancouver.
here you like Dallas is putting like the thing is though like Dallas is a big city. Vegas is a major city too. Like they're both big major cities.
Dallas is bigger. Dallas is bigger. Yeah, Dallas is bigger. Yeah, Dallas is way bigger,
Because
man.
outside of Las Vegas, there's really nothing out there, really. Outside of Vegas, like, there's really nothing. I'm not gonna lie, still.
Because you think about it, who has the number one biggest NFL team? Or no, number one freaking sports team in the world is Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, we do have
In the world. So Dallas has 1.3 million people, 1.3. Las Vegas is 660,000. So 1.3, 660,000.
It's half.
Half. So it's basically Hamilton and like right now Brampton. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a difference now. Right? If you want to invest money,
But
if you
it's
want to
just
buy
that hyper in Vegas, that hyper, everyone's spending money on that strip
right.
and whatnot. It's just that like,
If you want to invest money in a home, you're gonna invest it in Brampton than Hamilton.
oh yeah, it's like investment at home. I'm not gonna invest it in Vegas, Las Vegas, or Dallas. I'm gonna fucking look at Dallas. Are you kidding me?
Right. So that's why the Dallas makes way more money. That's why it would be crazy
Living
to
in
move it.
Vegas, I couldn't like me. I could not live in Las Vegas. Like
Never.
I
Never.
couldn't because it's like even if I worked doing whatever they're doing, it'll be just too much. I just be like, yo, I just want peace and quiet. Like I don't
Bro, you never get quiet. And what those owners or anyone's hoping for in Vegas, when you have a team there, you're hoping like guests come watch the game. You're hoping like people who from out of town come watch the game,
they will. I think they will because
which
Vegas
for
always
sure, for
but they
sure,
will.
for sure. But that's what you're really hoping for.
A
You know, the
lot of
crazy thing is,
Asians, a lot of Asians are in Vegas too. So and you know Asians, they will spend.
yeah. So,
So
like, what was I gonna say? The WNBA team, they're gonna have a new team in Cleveland in 2028. So they're like really trying to expand. But someone said something like someone disagreed, and I never put this in our timeline, but like I kind of see what they're saying. You don't want to expand too quickly. You never want to do that. The NBA did that, and it hurt their product a little bit. And the reason you don't want to expand in WNBA because you need to establish more stars. Right?
same.
Like, and you can't depend on the draft of WNBA too much unless you establish stars. You can't have one Caitlin Clark a year or one Caitlin Clark every other year. Like this year's Paige, right? But Paige is the number one person. Then you have I'm gonna mess up her name, AZ Fudd, who's another her teammate. But like, there's not other people that are being spoken about. Then we're gonna wait for who? Juju to come in like 2 years.
2 years, yeah.
We can't keep you unless you just can't just make every all of them a star. Make them all stars. You know what I'm saying? Like it's hard. So I could see where the person's coming from. You're potentially hurting the league if you don't add more stars, right? You're hurting the league.
Yeah, you need that.
Most
Yeah,
most popular player is Caitlin Clark right now, and like you need more competition for her in regards to popularity, I should say, because Aja Wilson is pretty popular,
yeah,
but you
very.
need more. You definitely need more. But shout out to the league for growing as a whole. Okay, so let's talk about what's happening now. What's the rest of the season going to look like? I think we see more competitiveness, that's for sure.
Should be.
Let's look at these standings. Let's look at these standings. I feel like the Eastern Conference is almost like going to be what it is.
Mhm.
Maybe Indiana, Milwaukee's, switch. I know there's no Giannis. Maybe Detroit can climb to fifth because the Detroit Pacers, you know, first round, those teams hate each other right now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
They
yeah.
hate each other. I don't know what all of a sudden this beef. They say Tyrese Halliburton talks too much. They say Pascal Siakam is a little bit of a chatter. Freaking beef stew wants to punch everyone. So that's the series I would love to see. But we may see a Milwaukee and Pacers. Um, that Orlando hasn't been doing well at all. Something
Oh, yeah,
remember
I don't know, man. Like 4-6 last 10. I don't know.
remember what I told you, man. They're gonna start looking whose team, Franz or Paolo. It's the curse of doing too well sometimes.
I want it to be Paulo low key, but sure.
Um, will Philly make it to the
Philly's
play-in? To the play-in?
Philly's ass, man. Philly's ass. Like,
Will
what
they
they
make?
11? Playing is what 10? That's playing right 10.
Yeah,
Oh my God, it's trash. Like I have more, I have more belief in the Bulls than Philly, to be honest. Because Paul George is
it's
holy.
bad. It's bad.
Like
It's bad.
Paul George, like what the F happened to you?
Yeah, it's
Last year
bad.
he was dropping 22 a game. Now, man's can't even put you on a slip for 15 points and you won't even hit that.
That's
I
that's
didn't
what
even notice he was playing in the game last game he was playing. I didn't even notice he was in the game. I'm like, is he injured? Oh, nope. 37 minutes of just stargazing. Literally.
he's been bad, man. Like he's averaging 16 points a game, which like I don't let me see his shooting splits.
And when is he getting the 16 points a game? Because every game I see this nigga in, he's getting like less than 15.
Right. I don't know. I don't know. It's he's been bad all season. He's been bad. I would
Like Embiid is not serious. It's Maxi's team. Like Philly's not making a play.
they're saying that Embiid has to have a surgery that like is really intense that's going to happen in the off season that could potentially take him out the next season.
Yeah, for the whole season. And you already said I'm not playing back-to-backs this season, so it's like you're playing zero point 0.5 of a season out of two fucking seasons. It's crazy to me.
That's why I'm telling you, I would trade for Embiid. I would say bring me Embiid. I would definitely trade for Embiid. Like if someone told you we'll trade Kelly Olynyk, probably trade Kelly Olynyk, Bruce Brown, and Chris Boucher, because I think that overall the contract would match to then get Embiid. Would you do it?
Kellen and Chris Boucher and who else?
And Bruce Brown.
Yeah, yeah.
Would you have traded the 2026 Indiana draft pick, first round pick, and then like that total package for Embiid?
The first round for Indiana, I like the first three. I like the first option best.
Then the because like to me, once again, I would trade for Embiid, but what he would hurt my salary cap. He would hurt my salary cap. I'm not gonna lie. But if I'm like OKC, I got Shea. I'm not trading any of my good guys, like none. I'm trading my biggest contracts that are like low end contracts, and I can take money in. Like I don't have to. I don't have to give you the same because I can just take the money, right? So I would get Embiid. If you're telling me I have Shea, Chat, and J Dub, and I'm telling Embiid, you're gonna sit and watch these guys for the whole season. March, you can play 3 games. April, 6 games. Be ready for June, because that's when I need you. May and June. That's what I'm telling Embiid. I'm telling Embiid don't play. I don't care.
So
Because
you
when,
just
when Embiid
taking
plays,
Embiid and then giving him a surgery and you're saying come back in June.
easily. Because you got to think about it. In a 7 game series, a healthy Embiid, is he still a problem or he's not a problem?
He is definitely.
Right? So if he's
Yeah.
still a problem,
Holy
let's
shit.
roll with it.
I feel he respect Masai over whoever's going on over at Philly.
Yeah, to me, in my opinion, is like if you can get Embiid for a cheap amount, you get him now. And if
Yeah.
you're Philly, you let go of Embiid. What's the point? Like it's not helping.
Because right now he is at the lowest draft stock trade
Oh
value
yeah,
right now. The trade
yeah,
value, so right now it's best if you're in a team that wants Embiid to go from them when he's off of surgery again, getting 22 and 11 or 25 and 11, and it's like, okay, we want this and that for Embiid now.
right. Because like, but then even so, like, yo, imagine someone calls you for Embiid and says, "Okay, we'll take 2 first round picks for Embiid." Two who? First round picks for Embiid? The man who doesn't play? Nah, we're good.
Especially with these drafts coming up this year and next year's draft.
Come on.
You
No
got Cooper,
way.
DJ Edgecombe coming out, Harper. Stop this.
No way. I would never. I would never, never, never trade for Embiid. It's like Zion. I would never trade for Zion.
Oh my God. I don't
Like,
even hear that nigga's name.
like I would never.
I don't even know.
Um, looking at the East again, do you think Orlando can come back to what we expect from them? How they were
Bro,
playing at the beginning of the season?
like, Orlando's gonna make the playoffs, right? It's just fuck. Like,
Yeah, they really don't score
how
actually.
well are they gonna do? Because remember last year they brought a good Cavs to 7 games.
Mm. Through defense and defense alone.
So I don't know. Like, to me, what we see in the 10 for the play-in is what we're gonna see.
You think so?
Just the
No
order's gonna be at the
switch
bottom.
up.
First, the
Yeah.
order's gonna be rearranged, but Bulls, Heat, Hawks, Magic, Pistons, Bucks, Pacers, Knicks, Celtics, Cavs. They're gonna be in the the play-in slash playoffs. Two teams that I see being left out is going to be the Bulls. I want to say the Heat, but it could be the Bulls and the Magic, depending. That
Oh,
don't make.
you believe in Atlanta, eh?
I believe in Atlanta. Yeah, I believe in Trey Young. As long as Dyson Daniels is there healthy still, he's there healthy still, right?
Yeah,
He's out
he's
for the
healthy.
season.
He's
Yeah, I
good.
believe in Atlanta. Hold on, they trade DeAndre Hunter, right?
Yeah.
They got that Duran. Okay, they got Jalen. Okay, whatever. I believe in Atlanta
Yeah, but
still.
Jalen's out for the season.
Shit. It's only Clint there. Shit.
Yeah, so and they don't have Boyan. So
You
they'll
know
have
what?
like
You know what?
they
I
didn't
think
play.
it could be the Heat then. It could be
Yeah,
the
I
Heat.
think so.
Talk about Atlanta. It's going to be Bulls and Hawks not in it. And then the Sixers not going to make it. And you already know the Nets. But it's Bulls and Hawks straight up.
I
Everyone,
hope the Philly never if Philly makes it to the top eight, like through the play-in tournament, I'll be kind of cheesed because like they're the most undeserving play-in team. Like they didn't try hard all season for them to make the play-in. It's kind of disrespectful
if
to
they
make the
made the plan, I
playoffs.
hope they lose. I
Yeah,
pray
it's
they
by a
lose. I'm
lot.
betting against them. I'm betting against them. I'm putting Paul George under.
Oh yeah. I'm happy for my team Detroit. I hope Orlando does kind of step up again.
You should.
I hope Miami. I want to see this Tyler Hero number one option. I want to see it. I'm not gonna lie. I want to see it.
I hear hate in the tone of your voice.
No, I want to. No, no, I like it. I like Tyler Hero.
Okay,
Yeah, I
because
want to see it. I want to see
I
it. I want
love
to see
Hero.
it.
I love Hero.
Yeah, because I
I
want
like
to see
low cut. I
Tyler
like low
Hero.
like fade cut Hero. He's better.
Yeah, I want that Tyler Hero, Bam as his second, Wiggins as the third, and you still got Khalil Ware kind of growing. Like I'm curious about this team. I really am. Western Conference, the real beast. Um, on a quick, we've talked about OKC. We know how Cleveland kept winning games, and we just talked about their streak. The fact that OKC and Cleveland have the same record at 44 and 10,
Yep. And
and
Cleveland
like,
had a crazy start. Yep.
and they're the crazy. That's just crazy to me.
Can
Which
we
just
talk
shows the
about real
consistency.
quick though? Real quick. Can we
Mhm.
talk about the not Vancouver Grizzlies, well, the Memphis Grizzlies?
Yeah, always.
Bro, how are they second in the West? And Ja is not, I'm not even hearing Ja on highlights or seeing him dunk on anyone or drop 25, 30 points. Like, is it really Triple J and the team?
Speaking of Triple J, I will say, I think in the All Star game, he tried. He was playing some defense and he was trying to score. So, like, he's someone who I would say tried. I'll
Because
give him,
he was going into his move back like he was doing little hooks. And I'm
yeah,
like, hold
yeah,
on,
yeah.
All-Star
He
game, guys are
blocked,
trying to be flashy. He was doing hooks.
yeah,
He
he
did a little
blocked
hook.
Pascal, I think, or blocked someone else. Like, oh, he blocked Donovan Mitchell. Like, he was doing this thing.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's him. It's honestly him. The defensively, they're a good team. Uh, they just been good. They've been overall pretty good. I would give them that. So, shout out to them. They could be a team to look for. Um, but we were talking about Denver a little bit. Who's gonna be second place? Memphis or Denver team?
I want to say, you know what? I'm gonna go with Memphis actually. I feel like Memphis has a better 10-man rotation if we're going 10 deep
I was
than
gonna say, yeah.
Denver. So even if Memphis has a couple of injuries for the rest of the season, they will still keep up. Nuggets, they really can't have certain guys injured. But I feel like Memphis can have like Ja can be injured, these guys can still keep afloat. Like Edie can be injured or whoever JJ could be injured and not everyone injured at the same time. But I feel like
Right.
if certain guys are injured here and there, I feel like Memphis will keep up. But Denver, I don't know. The start lineup is bomb, right? Denver. But aside from that and Westbrook off the bench, it's like,
And the thing is, Westbrook is hurt now. He hasn't played for a while. We need Westbrook back in the All Star game. Throw him out there.
please, please, because he's actually playing.
He'll play. But I with them, Jamal Murray, he's playing like him again.
He's playing like him again. That's why they're afloat. Not afloat.
Yeah.
That's why they're third. I can't say afloat.
Um. Then there's a now we go down. Can LA can LA compete for the 2 or 3? Or will they kind of I think LA will be I think Houston's gonna drop down. I do think so.
Houston is dropping to 3-7 last 10. I'm
Yeah,
like, yo,
they're gonna
Houston,
drop
man.
down. Why? Because freaking Fred VanVleet has not played.
That's
and
why.
their fans hate on him, and our fans used to hate on him too.
That's why you need Steady Freddy was that's the name for a reason. That's the
Yeah,
name for a reason.
I would legit keep him. I would. I know they like Reed Shepard and they want him to be the future, but like sometimes I look at your team and analyze and be like, they're almost kind of ready now. Like,
Yeah, Reed Shepard, especially they put him in the G League.
but like he see what I'm saying, and for him to be the guy you want him to be, I don't know. Unless you really see he's gonna develop quickly. If he's not, like Sengun, Green are gonna be in their fifth, sixth years. You have Amen Thompson, who honestly is in his second year, but plays like
He's
he's
ascending. He's ascending. He's
he,
ascending.
he's already gonna be in everybody's most improved player next year. He's gonna be everyone's already pick in their mind.
If I'm a
Uh,
GM, if I'm a GM, I'm saying after if you guys do not put give him an extension, if I don't hear that, next year on his third year, yo, you know what I mean? We'll take that rookie contract, we'll trade you because we want to re-sign him. We want to give him an extension.
right,
Straight up.
right.
Every team
He's the
should eat.
guy.
Every team. Him and Tari Easton are a double head monster on defense.
That's why like I think this offseason could be a crazy offseason because you can't trade Jalen Green yet. But if you could call a team, hey sons, I know you guys are not doing so well. You call them up. You ask for Devin Booker first. They'll say no.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Devin Booker doesn't want to leave, so that's fine. KD doesn't want to be here.
And he
Do
doesn't want to be there, huh? Like it's
I,
real. He don't want to be there,
he
huh?
says he does, right? We can't, KD. Who knows, right? So like, but you tell KD like you put a KD on that team with Sengun, with an MN Thompson who's ascending, like you had said. That's a team. That's a team, and you got a guy because Kevin Durant's always going to be a scorer. He's that guy. So would you say so? Lakers the fourth seed.
I'll give Lakers that fourth. Yeah, yeah. Because Houston, I don't know. I'll give Lakers that fourth.
Is Houston dropping down to get out of like to be in play-in,
No,
or
no.
they'll still make the playoffs?
Yeah,
Original six.
100%, 100%.
Are the Clippers making the original six?
You know what? I don't even believe in Timberwolves, so I'll go, yeah. They've been
The
pretty steady
team,
off season. They have Kawhi back, so yeah.
the team I really wanted to believe in, um, was mind you, like the Clippers have won three in a row, but they were kind of playing kind of mid for a little bit.
They work. They're
Um,
there.
I want to believe in Dallas. I want to believe in Dallas, but you lost Lively for like until close to the playoffs. You lost freaking Gafford
Your
for
homeboy
the
AD.
series, and
AD.
AD's gone. Your center is Oliver Prosper, the Canadian, and he's like 6'8". So he's really not a center at all.
Man's a small forward.
Like he's a small forward, power forward, maybe. Like that. So you're really small. You're asking Kyrie to do a ton. PJ Washington has to do a ton. So Clay has to do more. Like it's
Clay can't do anything else more.
yeah. I think Dallas will still make it though. I think they'll still make a top 18. I think they'll make the playoffs. Um,
Dallas should stay at the eighth because I feel they're better than Timberwolves anyways, with the injuries.
but do you think Timberwolves will go down?
I think they're gonna just switch places with Dallas. I feel
Mm.
like Dallas is gonna switch places with the Timberwolves, and Lakers is gonna switch places with the Rockets.
And then what about this three Sacramento, Golden State, Phoenix? Are any of those? Do you see any of them climbing up like real like or who do you see?
I do not believe in Phoenix. I feel like it's gonna be that's gonna stay the same. They're just switching. Kings and Warriors are probably gonna switch 9 and 10 maybe, and that's it. That's the plan. Everyone in the West, that's what it's gonna be. It's just gonna be switching the plan.
I think for the most competitiveness, I think if I'm honest, I don't care to see Minnesota anymore. I would have liked them if, of course, if they kept Karl Anthony Towns. I would have liked them more just to see what they could have done. They kind of seem like a boring team to me. Do I really want to see them in the playoffs? Not too sure. I want to see Dallas. The thing is, what sucks, I do want to see Sacramento. I really do want to see Sacramento, but I don't think that's going to happen.
So you
But
rather Sacramento than Timberwolves, and I agree with viewership to watch. I rather see
right,
all those. Sacramento has more entertaining squad than Timberwolves, 100%.
right? The offensive game would be crazy to
Yeah,
watch.
Mount,
Like
Sabonis, Levine, DeRozan. Yeah, like
that's why to me, I think Sacramento is a team that we none of us talk about. But offensively, they can like win games.
yeah, they can put up points. They can definitely put up points.
Cause like, bro, like they have five guys who can give you 20 points a game. So bonus is darn near like we gotta make a bet one day that this guy's gonna average 30 rebounds in a game.
Yeah, if you look at his box, he'd be getting 20s. So
Yo, I swear last game, did he not get like 28, something like that?
is it 28?
Like 15 and 28. Like he gets them consistently. G State with Butler could be a very scary team. I didn't want to admit it, but I still don't believe in them. Like they don't this year, I'm not feeling them.
Yeah,
But they could be if they're in the playoffs against OKC and the eighth seed, they're taking OKC to like 6 games at least.
yeah. Okay, so he's still young. They still need to learn how to win in the offs, especially because last year was kind of like the wake up call, right?
Yeah. All I can pray for overall is that we get some like I hate seeing like 4-0 series in the playoffs. I want to see some 6 to 7 game series.
Me too. Me too. And yes, Sabonis had 28 boards
Yeah.
last. Crazy work.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Crazy work.
San Antonio just develop their
They're
chemistry.
developing. They're still right now. They're technically a little bit ahead of schedule with the
Right,
development.
right,
With
right.
Castle being Castle, and you got Fox now, and like you guys are a little bit ahead of schedule. So don't
There's
make
a
any right now. Just whatever you have, run till the end of next season. That's all I say.
this is where like I think I said it asked you before like did they make too much of a rush move with getting Fox? You had said no because when you have such a talent like Wemby, you got to make moves.
You
You
gotta
got
make
to
you gotta make moves.
you
Castle's
got
emerging.
right. Castle's a guy, man. He's a guy.
So he's a guy. He's a
He
guy.
he he could be an all-star like in the
Eventually,
future.
yeah.
So that's where he's the
Really?
one guy in the dunk contest I liked him being on it.
Because it was like he was the only man aside from Mac, obviously, that was competing. Like,
Yeah.
when
And
there's
he's a
done
guy
stuff.
like he's a future. He has the future tag on him. Portland, I respectfully don't get it. Like,
I don't get it either.
you kept all your guys. You didn't make one damn move. What do you think you have?
Granted, Portland is not that bad record-wise. They're only 9 games out of 500. It's not horrible. It's not horrible.
The way they've been playing, they can go on a run. The way they've been
They're
playing.
not good, but they're not horrible. So it's like, but I agree. They should have made some sort of move. I agree.
Like just pick unless your direction is like we want to not contend, we want to be good this year so we can contend next year. That's your thing. You don't care for draft picks anymore. You have enough. You have Scoot. You have Anthony Simons, Shaden Sharp, Klingon, Aiton. You have a bunch of guys. You
Like
are one of
that's
the
not
best.
that lineup is not bad. Like that's not bad lineup.
Yeah, we even mentioned Jeremy Grant. We didn't mention Danny Abdia. Tomas Kamara is one of the best wing defenders in the league. Like they,
One is
not
not
bad,
bad. They're
not
not
bad
bad. It's
at
just the
all.
West is deep and
The West is just deep because I
deep.
hate doing
The
this thing, but
22, yeah, 23 wins. Like you
if
have
you
as much wins as the Suns.
if you were in the if you were in the East, you would be a team.
Yeah. Yeah, you
You
guys
would,
have 3 less wins than the Suns. Like, stop this.
yeah,
And
no,
the
we're
Suns have superstars, right?
the West should be interesting, but I think like you're saying, the one early prediction I'll say, if I can make any prediction, is that if when Phoenix doesn't play good, we're gonna see such a bad downfall with Phoenix, like such a bad downfall.
I want to see because that whole thing over there was bullshit. That whole super team and Beal, Booker, and
The thing
KD's.
is, the moment that they're like, we're gonna get Beal, we all said this is bad.
Everyone said it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
This is bad. This is not good. But I think to myself, like, we always talk about chemistry on a squad. If they just kept Bridges and Cam Johnson, maybe they couldn't keep Aiton because Aiton wanted the ball a lot more. But if you kept that squad with maybe you try to get another Chris Paul replacement or something, like don't make such a home run play. Make a bunch
Thank
of
you.
small plays in the margin.
Yep.
What could have happened? Like what could have been done there? Would they not like right if they kept their squad? Could they have not been third in the West right now.
That's just bad management, bad
It
decision making because you need like role players, a bench, depth, chemistry. Like you putting together all stars, superstars, whatever is. Hey, Phoenix, you guys have the answer. You guys are not even playing right now, so hey.
right. Like imagine if you kept that squad, what it could have been. Um, yeah, you traded everyone who made it to the finals. That doesn't make sense, right? It's just it
And you
doesn't
guys made
make
it to the
sense.
finals without a big three of
Right.
superstar all stars. You had Chris Paul, Aiden, and Booker. You
Yeah.
guys made the finals with Bridges and Cam Johnson, whatever, like, and Payne, Cam Payne too. Like, you guys had a lot of role players that did their thing. Like, it's crazy to me. And then you guys got this, and you guys are KD, Beal. You guys aren't even playing.
Like what are we saying? You
Like
guys
those
lost to
Valley
Ant
jerseys
last
would hit
year.
harder. The Valley jerseys would hit harder with those guys because they were balling in the Valley. Now you look at the Valley, like look at a bunch of Chads and Brads, bunch of Johnsons that can't play.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's not good. You could have developed the young guys you had, built through the draft, your bench. Like Booker was the number one shooting guard in the league. Now he's probably second or third because one is Ant. Honestly, is Mitchell not two?
Yeah, Memphis definitely because he's their number one in the East.
So now
He's
Booker's
got
three.
double the amount of wins they have. Like, stop this.
Yeah, now
I
Booker's
think
number
Booker right
three.
now is third or fourth. There has to be another two guard that's better than Booker.
Whenever we think about it, Jalen Brown. But it's weird the way Boston plays. Jalen Brown is technically a three, but Jalen Brown's not a three to me.
He's
Like
a
Jason
two.
Tatum is not a four.
No, Jalen Brown's a two, and he's better than Booker right now. He's better than Booker right now.
Right,
Have a
right.
ring. You won a ring last year. You guys are number two. You're better than Booker right now.
So yeah,
Jalen Green is what, number two? You're better than Booker two right now.
no. No. But Booker hasn't had a great year because like we don't hear
I'm talking about right now. I'm not talking about overall. Right now, Jalen Green is better than Booker.
right now. Norman Powell's been playing better than Booker.
Oh. Norman Powell should have been on All Star for real.
He really should be
Should have been
honest.
on All Star because you look at even going in the box, going to make a slip. Norman Powell over under 24 points, 25 points over under.
And
He has the highest over under on the Clippers, and there's Kawhi Leonard, right?
two threes. Like that's why to me the way that team runs, just keep if it's not broke, don't fix it. Keep running through Norm. Keep letting James Harden have the ball. Kawhi, you just trickle in. You just
Yeah,
sprinkle in
he's
what you
injured.
got
He
to
may
do.
be out next game, so just do what you can.
Just do what you can. We'll need you in the playoffs because
Yeah,
you still are one of the most consistent guys playoff wise. Like numbers show it. Whatever. We'll still do that.
I can't lie.
Before we end it, if you have to make a prediction of who you think will make it to the finals, who do you have?
Finals, okay. On a real note, let me see.
This only is more from what
I
we
feel like
see. This
I
is
feel like
your
it's
original prediction that you made the beginning of the season. That's still your actual predictions. This is just like, what
you
can
know
you say?
what? I'm gonna go with still Boston. I'm still going with Beantown. You know what I mean? Because to me, they have the best team top to bottom in the East, right? They have the best chemistry, right? They really didn't tweak their roster during the trade deadline and
Yeah,
whatnot.
no.
Everyone else kind of tweaked, right? But Boston in the East and Cavs, but it's gonna be them over Cavs. Cavs, I don't believe to make the finals, right? This is even though this is Donovan Mitchell's best squad he's ever been on in the NBA. I still don't believe they're gonna make it to the finals, right? They may make to the East Finals, which is good, but it's Boston in the finals, and in the West, let me look. Do I believe in OKC? Like I want OKC to be there.
I think it's hard for a lot of us to believe in OKC because like we all still think that they're so young. They're not like we've seen the league for years. It's not this year. It's like next year they make it to the finals.
Yeah, so it's like
Like they have to have heartbreak again this year. Like they need one more heartbreak. Like they need the big heartbreak. Like they were so close to the ring and nah.
I'm just gonna throw like a wild card in here. I'm just gonna go with Memphis, not the West. Just gonna
Ooh,
go with Memphis.
Boston and Memphis. That'd be
Memphis
crazy.
got size, you know. They
That'd
got
be
they got
crazy.
Johnson. They got a couple shooters.
That would
So
be
I'm gonna go with
crazy.
Memphis. Yeah.
If I one thing, Boston, New York's a second round series, amazing. That's feeding families over there. That would be amazing. That's 7 games. That's 7 games. That's like you guys have the two best like wing offensive players in Jalen and Tatum. We got the two best like wing defenders in OG and
It is
Bridges.
crazy.
Crazy. So the team, I have to go. Okay, I agree. Boston. Boston's like I don't. I'm not sure if a team can beat them 7 game series. Healthy Kristaps Porzingis. Healthy Kristaps Porzingis.
Healthy KP is different. Different.
And the team, I don't know. If the Lakers had an actual big man, I won't lie. I would low key pick them if they had an actual big man.
If they had Mark, if they had Mark Williams, I'm not gonna lie, this would kind of change.
Yeah, like it's
Not gonna lie, because Mark Williams is not bad, and
but
every Laker big kind of got a ring with from 1995 onward, last like 30 years. So
because now you're asking Jackson Hayes to do so much. Lynn is or sorry, Len, Alex Len. You really just signed him so he can be a big man. Like you waived Christian Wood, which is
hurt that hurt me. That hurt me.
because I told you about him.
That hurt me.
I told you about him.
Hurt me like holy.
But if I have to go Boston, the team because I'm thinking, okay, OKC, I can see losing to this team. Memphis is the team that's still like Denver, like Denver. If a healthy Jokic is there, I don't know. I don't know who can beat them.
I hear you.
So I go Boston, Denver right now.
Yeah, Denver's nice. I feel like Edie put a big body on him, but still Joker has the IQ.
Yeah, Joker would eat him. Eat him right now.
Has the IQ, yeah.
He'll eat him. Anything else you want to chat about? Anything you're curious about next coming season? Anything you want to talk about?
Next week we'll have some more topics. You know what I mean? Because I kind of want to see the second half of the season, even though more than half passed. But you already know.
Right. The second half should be good, man. I hope for some competitive races in the East and West. Maybe Philly goes on a run.
And
Maybe
one
Paul George
thing,
is tricking us.
you know, if they're not gonna make the no
That's funny. But
no.
that's it. That is your boy YS. I'm your boy Mike. That's the DM podcast. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll talk more ball all the time. Let's go.